Good afternoon. Want to start off by saying roll tide. Hope it was a great Iron Bowl for all of our residents here in Montgomery, but I certainly want to start by thanking Dr. Roberts and everybody in Auburn University, staff and administrators and public safety for the great work they did in executing. Was a lot of people there for a big game, and my family and I happened to be able to take part in it. We're grateful to be their guests there, and we had a great time with all the fans from not only around the state but around the country. And it shows you the level of intensity of the Iron Bowl, and I hope with Coach Golish that the Iron Bowl gets back to where it used to be, with both teams coming in ranked in the top 10 with all on the line. I still think that is the big game, and not another big game that some folks up in the Big Ten were talking about on Saturday. So great weekend, great game, great atmosphere for everyone and everybody at Auburn University and the city of Auburn. Mayor Ron Anders as well, to be commended for the work they did in the weekend, and certainly for everything they've been doing throughout the year, and all the students and alumni as well. We also want to say, kind of as we go in reverse a little bit, we hope everybody had a thankful and restful Thanksgiving. It was a great community support that came out for the 5K. As we call it here, the Gobble Wobble. I know in some other places it's called something else, but we're continuing to see that Move Montgomery project grow. So thank Tamika Reed and everybody on the Move Montgomery committee for helping make that possible, and certainly all of the staff and employees with the city of Montgomery, and all the volunteers and the sponsors who helped put that on. You know, we had over 2,000 registrants for that run, which is the largest yet, and this is in the 5th year. So it's continuing to grow, and I think a lot of our community really enjoy getting out there, even on a chilly post-Thanksgiving morning. Now, as we gather today, I want to share with you an update on our upcoming work, on our ongoing work to keep Montgomery safe. Excuse me. The progress we made over the past 2 years is significant. In 2023, our city faced some of the highest levels of violent crime that we have seen in years. But since that time, Montgomery has charted real measurable progress. Homicides are down 28%, non-fatal shootings are down 37%, and overall violent crime is down 24%, as well as aggravated assaults being down 17%. So we see our community coming together. We see our partners in law enforcement really helping us drive down violent crime, from homicides to other shootings, and we know that's very important. We also realize that for many people, it's not just about the data. It's about how one feels in a community. And we know that how a person feels in our community is not only a health issue, it is a wealth issue. We're here on Cyber Monday, and it's important for us, while we recognize the online commerce that takes place on a day like this, with the holidays in front of us, we still want to see our brick and mortar small businesses survive and thrive, regardless of what aspect of the economy they may be in. And we know that's incumbent upon us to continue to drive numbers like you see here down. And so while we are proud of that 2-year trend, we know it's not enough. And we know that we have to do more, and we're working with our local, state, and federal partners to do that. We're also working with some of our leaders in the community to help us do that. But I do think it's important for us to understand that our city is fundamentally safer than it was even 2 years ago. In a community that continues to work together, stays together, and will move in the right direction. Now, we again know this doesn't happen in isolation. It takes coordination, trust, and commitment. And so we appreciate everyone who has helped us in this endeavor, from Governor Ivey and Aaliyah Secretary Hal Taylor, Montgomery County Sheriff Derek Cunningham, our partners with the FBI, the ATF, the U.S. Marshal Service, and certainly our own police chief, Chief James M. Grayboys as well. So it's important for the community to understand that things are trending in the right direction, but we won't let up, we won't stop until we see these numbers grow even more in terms of the overall reduction in violent crime, homicides, and non-fatal shootings especially. But I want to be very clear about this. The vast majority in policing in Montgomery, the day-to-day work, the calls, the investigations, the community presence is being done at a high level by Montgomery Police Department officers working in conjunction with community leaders. That part is very, very important because we know that they know our city the best, and they know where things tend to happen, where things may happen, and how to prevent things from happening. So we continue to show over the course of these last couple of years that our model is working. That's to be proactive. That's also to be reactive in an effective way that brings any perpetrator to justice that may step outside the bounds of the law. And as we look ahead, we want to make sure that we also share this with the community, that we see an even more positive sign when it comes to recruitment. This year alone, Montgomery Police Department has received nearly 1,000 applications from individuals who want to serve and protect this city. Nearly 1,000 people have raised their hands and said, I want to be a part of this department. We've seen our largest class here just recently come in to start the academy, and we anticipate that will grow even more as we do our pay studies that will bring us to the top of police departments in the state, and certainly as we bring on signing bonuses and other retention and recruitment bonuses for our police department. And so while the path from applicant to officer is a long path, it is one that requires a lot of vetting, with training, certifications, and rigorous standards, we believe that we're on the right track to get our police department back up to the numbers and to the manpower that we're used to seeing and we're used to having in our city. I believe that the level of interest is a reflection of what we're doing, is a reflection of the leadership and the culture. And for that, I really appreciate everyone within MPD and everyone in this community that's promoting law enforcement as a career opportunity, as a noble way to serve this city. And we believe that it can be the promising start to a great career, promising mid-tier to a great career, and certainly the promising end or retirement of a great career at the Montgomery Police Department. We are certainly building a stronger and more competitive and more community-focused police force, one that reflects the true values and aspirations of our community. Now, as we look ahead, we know this is holiday season, and I want to invite everyone to enjoy as many holiday events as they can happening around the city of Montgomery. Tomorrow evening, we kick off our annual tree lighting ceremony at the Candy Cane Lane Marketplace at Riverfront Park beginning at 6 p.m. There will be something for everyone, including a mechanical reindeer for kids, plus food, music, and opportunities to shop local. The Montgomery Zoo's Christmas Lights Festival also opens tomorrow night, transforming the zoo into a full winter wonderland through Christmas. And for those of you who like to ride the train through that winter wonderland, you'll be happy to know that we budgeted to replace that train with a newer model just after this holiday. So next year this time we'll be on a new train moving our way through the zoo along with other additional investments. And also we want to highlight another holiday tradition. On December 12th, we'll have our annual Christmas parade, which is one of Montgomery's long-standing family-oriented traditions for many, many years. And so we want to invite everyone to come out to share in the Christmas cheer in all of these events. And you can find full details for the holiday experiences at enjoymontgomery.com. We want you to visit that website to get any information and to share with any of your friends and colleagues that may be interested, as well as your neighbors and church members and just other visitors in the community. Come out and see this part of the city during the holiday season. Now, as we celebrate the holidays, we must also enter into one of the most significant weeks in our city's history. Tonight, at exactly 6:06 p.m., we will mark 70 years to the very moment when Mrs. Rosa Parks took a seat that would echo around the world. Her quiet defiance on December the 1st, 1955, sparked a 381-day movement that reshaped the moral landscape of this nation. From November 29th through December the 6th, Montgomery, alongside our churches, youth, civic leaders, and cultural institutions, is commemorating the 70th anniversary of the Montgomery bus boycott. 70 years ago, Montgomery was known as the cradle of the Confederacy, a reminder of the painful and divisive legacy of our city. But because of Mrs. Parks and Dr. King and E.D. Nixon and so many others, many ordinary citizens whose names we do not know, but whose actions we cannot forget, Montgomery became the birthplace of the civil rights movement. That transformation is not just our history, it is our charge, it is our responsibility, it is our opportunity. And we want everyone in our city, everyone in this region, to participate in that, certainly right here in Montgomery at the many events that we've started over these last several days, and the many events that will culminate on December 6th with a gala to recognize those who have continued the March for Justice in our community. And this truly is an open invitation to each and every person watching or listening or that's aware of our history. So whether you live in Montgomery or outside our city, we want you to come and participate in any of these events that you will find on our website, mgmbusboycott.com. Now, beside me, you'll see the full lineup of events that are already underway. Tonight's Unity Walk for Peace and Justice, followed by the worldwide tolling of the bells at 6:06 p.m. As I mentioned, this is just the graphic with the website down below where you can find this information. Again, free admission all week to the Rosa Parks Museum, celebrations of the women who built the movement, a musical interpretation of protests, film premieres, conversations, and community gatherings. But I want to lift up one moment in particular. On Friday, December 5th, we will gather at Holt Street Baptist Church for a reimagined mass meeting titled, Where Do We Go From Here? We are honored to welcome Reverend Dr. Otis Moss III, Trinity United Church of Christ in Chicago, Illinois, as our keynote speaker. This will be one of the most powerful events of the week, and I want to personally encourage every Montgomery resident to be there. As I mentioned before, we will close this week on December the 6th with our Youth Summit and the Rosa Parks Gala, celebrating a legacy that continues to reshape our future. For the schedule and event, please visit mgmbusboycott.com. And we want to say thank you for your time in helping us keep Montgomery informed. And at this point, I certainly want to open up for any questions that any of you may have today. That concludes my remarks.
I was going to ask, is there an update on the Jackson Hospital?
Sure. Thank you for the question regarding an update on Jackson Hospital. I had the opportunity to meet with the governor, her chief of staff, and state finance director about the Jackson Hospital. We're certainly proud that the governor has committed to work with local leaders here to support Jackson and to make sure that there's a level of partnership and collaboration to make sure Jackson's sustainable over the next several years once they exit bankruptcy. That part is important. And for the governor to step up and not only reassure myself, but I think also the citizens of Montgomery and the River region and Central Alabama and the state overall, that is significant. And we understand that there are a lot of challenges in healthcare around the state. And I know that there are communities and local leaders grappling with this all around Alabama. But for us, it's a paramount priority to make sure that Jackson Hospital and healthcare overall is stabilized and is strengthened in our community. That's important not only because we're the state capital, but we're the regional economic capital of Central Alabama. And we stand just a couple of miles from Maxwell Air Force Base, where it's important for us to have the type of health care that a state capital should have, and a military installations home city should have as well. When you combine that with the needs of our local residents here in the city, and you combine that with the regional challenges around healthcare, stabilizing Jackson is priority number one, and we're grateful, we're thankful the governor is committed to sharing that partnership and that collaboration with local leadership. We're grateful for his staff and helping bring that along as well. So we'll have some more updates here, but for now we're in good shape, and we anticipate bringing a resolution to the city council by the next council meeting. I'm sorry, by the second council meeting. The next one is tomorrow, so this one may be a couple of weeks from now that we'll have something to bring forward to the city council for their approval. But we're in good shape right now, and I think that those in the city, those in the region can feel a little bit more optimistic about the ground that we're standing on where Jackson Hospital is concerned. We're not out of the woods yet. Nothing is for certain until it's all signed, until Jackson exits bankruptcy. But we feel good that there is a plan, and we feel good that we have partnership with our county leaders as well as the state where this is concerned. And this is one of those that you don't really budget for. It's good to have savings. It's good to have reserves. You never know when you're going to need it. Without that, we wouldn't be able to say what we're saying to you today. And certainly it helps to have a partner like Governor Ivey in our community who understands the importance of partnering with the local officials to stabilize healthcare and to make sure that it can be stabilized and grow over these next few years. All right? Any other questions? All right, well, listen, again, I want to thank all of you for your work. Thanks for all you do in the press. Again, we hope you had a great Thanksgiving. Regardless of what team you're cheering for in the Iron Bowl, I think it was a great game and great experience. And I think there'll be more great Iron Bowls to come. And we're going to keep up the great work here in Montgomery to make sure this city is safe and is healthy and is prosperous. And we'll continue that work with our members of the city council and all the staff and employees of the city of Montgomery and our community partners. So with that, I say thank you so much. Have a great week, and we'll see you next time. All right. Thank you.